It's the stage where tradition, excellence, and style come together in perfect harmony. Everyone certainly brings their best. Have you ever wondered what conversations take place under these umbrellas, the stories they could tell? The shared smiles, the spirited conversations, the laughter in the air that carries between the roars of the crowds. Under the umbrellas, the world simply slows down. We remember why this place, this tournament, is about so much more.
Hi, I'm Kira K. Dixon, and today Melody Lee is under the umbrellas. Melody, welcome.
Thank you, Kira.
What is this week like for you as the Chief Marketing Officer of Mercedes-Benz USA? You were just telling me that you're hosting all sorts of folks, so I know it turns into a busy week.
It does, but there's no better way to be busy
Yes.
than at Augusta National for the Masters Tournament. And it starts this weekend with the Augusta Women's Amateur. We run about 1,600 customers, dealers, VIPs, staff through this tournament over the next few days. And then, of course, we end it with the final next weekend.
How long has the Mercedes and Masters Tournament partnership been in existence, and how did that kind of come about?
This is our 18th year.
Wow.
Of being a champion of the Masters Tournament, as it is called. This is our 6th year of sponsoring the Augusta Women's Amateur, so we've been around since the beginning. And every year for the last 6 years, we have brought a group of executive women to sort of have a great weekend of connecting and networking and enjoying golf. Some of them for the first time. They've never seen golf like this. But it's our way of championing them and bringing them together. They're trailblazers and status quo challengers, and they get to nominate a different woman the next year. So every year you sort of pay it forward and you bring someone else to this tournament for the first time. And that's part of our sponsorship and commitment here.
You were telling me before that this is your second time at Augusta
Yes.
National. Go back to the first time that you were on the grounds here last year. What was that experience like for you?
I had a completely unexpected reaction to driving down Magnolia Lane for the first time. A lot of people had told me it'd be a spiritual experience, and I was very cynical and skeptical about it, but I teared up. It really was that special to come down. And I was next to my husband, who's a huge golf fan, has watched the Masters Tournament since he was young in Taiwan, where he was growing up. And I think that had an influence on me as well. But there really is something really, really special about coming onto these grounds.
Today is the final round of the Augusta National Women's Amateur. What's your plan to go out and watch?
So I think I'm going to be looking for Farrah O'Keefe. She's at the University of Texas in Austin, and I'm a huge Texas football fan. I'm a Texas girl. I'll be watching her. But of course, I'm cheering for Lottie Wood again, right, as she's the champion. But it's just amazing to see these young women out there playing on the most difficult course in golf, or at least one of them, and really kind of killing it.
How's your golf game?
Not good. I pick up the ball and keep going.
That's all you can ask for. I would describe that about myself, so sometimes depending on the day.
I'm really there for the scenery and for the camaraderie. No, I really enjoy the game. I'm taking lessons right now.
Oh, good, good. What are you learning in your lessons?
Oh, just the basics.
Okay.
Just the basics. I got to get my swing right. It still feels very unnatural to me.
That's fine. Yeah, it is a bit of an unnatural movement, but then sometimes when you hit it just right,
I feel so good.
it's the best feeling in the world.
It truly is.
So when you're seeing these young women compete, what inspires you most about them?
I'm amazed by how young they are, but the excellence that they're already displaying. And I am reminded that any of us can learn something new if we want to by watching women like this, right? I mean, they've probably been honing their craft for years, but it's a really good reminder that you can try excellence at something at any point in your life. And that's why I picked up golf finally last year. It really was the influence of just being here at Augusta National with the with the amateur.
So what is the influence that golf has had in your life now a year later?
It is a real testament to tradition, but at the same time, innovation. I think what people may not see from the outside when they look at Augusta National is the kind of innovation that goes into protecting the traditions of this course and of the Masters Tournament. And I'm in a job where I work for a brand, Mercedes-Benz, that's been around for 140 years. We're the inventor of the automobile. And there is this burden of responsibility that falls on being the first. But I love that responsibility. I think that without a lot of risk does not come that reward. And somebody described Augusta National as the ultimate risk-reward course, and I love that description.
And you are the ultimate marketing and branding expert, and few institutions do marketing and branding better than the Masters tournament. What stands out to you from a professional standpoint about the marketing of this experience?
I think the Masters tournament and Augusta National are great examples sometimes of less is more. I think especially for very prestigious or luxury brands like Mercedes-Benz, and I would argue that the Masters is the premier luxury event of golf.
What's the biggest challenge about marketing such an iconic brand?
It is taking risks in a way that do not damage the brand or do not put it into an irrelevant place for the future, while also pushing forward in an innovative way. There's a balance that has to happen, and I would say that's kind of the daily task for all of us as marketers at Mercedes-Benz.
I would love to talk a little bit about your family. You mentioned that
Sure.
you have 2 boys. They're 13 and 11. One
That's
of them
right.
plays golf. Do you think that golf is something that you would encourage for them to continue on as an endeavor for their adolescence, their adult lives? What role can golf play for them?
Well, I think my oldest is a lost cause.
Okay.
He's a little bit more artsy, a little
That's
bit less
fine.
sporty.
That's fine.
But he loves being on, of course.
Yeah.
My youngest loves the game, and he's funny too because he's incredibly frustrated by it, but loves it, which is that not an
That's-
encapsulation of the sport?
That's golf.
And yes, I will encourage him to continue playing because I think beyond the athleticism and the sport of golf, it is such a game of strategy. There's so many things that you need to understand: physics, weather patterns, topography, right? I think it's a really good thing for anyone to be thinking about all those things as they move through a course.
I think it's so valuable for a young person to learn about, let me shake your hand, look you in the eyes, the integrity of writing down your score, signing your scorecard. All those things are such important lessons for an 11-year-old.
That's such a good point. Yes, he's learning etiquette. He's learning manners. He's learning how to respect his fellow players and not play too slowly. He's learning how to respect a course as well. There's just so many good lessons that come out of it. And I love that the game of golf is something you can play for life.
And speaking of those that play for life, how many female professionals in the Mercedes-Benz family are playing golf and using that as a way of networking and progressing themselves forward in their careers within Mercedes?
Well, there's a few with us here this weekend and a few even standing off camera over here who play golf. I think the younger generations are really embracing it in a different way. And I think the next generation's really thinking about golf in a different way, which I really love. We know as women in, let's just say it, a male-dominated industry
Sure.
that a lot of conversations, meetings, and deals are being done on the golf course. So we got to get out there too.
Yes, we do have to get out there. And the ladies in the Augusta National Women's Amateur are out there, but some of them will not go on to play professional golf. Some of them might go into a media career, but some of them might go on to become executives. What do you think the superpower will be for them having had this experience?
First, probably discipline. They have an enormous amount of discipline. The second thing that I see as I watch these amateurs play is their ability to look out long term. They're thinking about 18 holes, and not just 18 holes, but several days of play, right? That ability to think strategically and over the long term is going to suit them very well in any environment.
What is your favorite piece of Masters tournament branding when you look around? Is it the scoreboard? Is it a piece of merch? Is it the azaleas? Something that comes to mind and that really says Masters to you?
It's probably a bit trite, but it's aim and corner.
Ah.
And that's what I see. Yeah, when I think about the Masters and I think about Augusta National, that's what I picture.
Yeah. And what about the storytelling that they invoke? What's a line of thinking that really speaks to you as a marketer from their storytelling perspective?
It's funny, I actually really like the crow's nest
Oh,
story.
I love that. Yes, that's such a great one.
I just think it's really fun that there's almost like a dorm-like crow's nest, you know, where
Yeah.
these players get to hang out together and experience the Masters together for the first time.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's a really wonderful part of the tradition. Of course, the food. I mean, I just bought a pimento hat in the shop because
Gotta get a pimento
you
hat.
got it. You do, and it really is that good.
Your fashion looks wonderful today, by the way.
Thanks.
How did you put your outfit together?
Well, you know, it's funny. When I came here for the tournament last year for the first time, I thought probably nobody actually wears green. Do they? Isn't it like wearing the band T-shirt to the
Yeah.
concert? But they do.
They do. It's so funny that you say that because I had planned a green suit to wear for this show, and then I put it on and I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do, because it had a green. It was not the same Masters green, but it had kind of like an off green. So that I might set aside. But you have the perfect just touch of green.
When I saw it, I thought, I'm going to wear this to the tournament. I love it because everybody actually does wear that green and honors, again, the traditions of the tournament. It's great.
Mm-hmm. When all of your guests with Mercedes-Benz are here, what is the type of feedback that you hear from them about the best thing that they get from this experience?
They always say that it was a bucket list opportunity. They always say it was once in a lifetime. I had a colleague who played the course last year, the Monday after. He said he could die happy. I mean, these are the sorts of things that we hear. Like, people really do find this to be a true spiritual experience. I mean, I've heard it referred to as the cathedral of golf.
It is. It
right?
really is.
You know, I'm a little biased, but if you layer on Mercedes-Benz hospitality.
What are some of the fancy things that your guests get to enjoy?
Well, I think it's pretty special that you can't really drive onto the grounds of Augusta National unless you're in a Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, that is
pretty,
very nice.
It's pretty nice, yeah.
I did want to ask you, how did you become an expert in marketing and branding?
I don't know that I am an expert, Kira, but thank you for asking
I
the
feel
question.
like if you're the chief marketing officer of a legacy brand like Mercedes-Benz USA, you're pretty good.
I'm very fortunate in having the mentors that I've had. I've always enjoyed a good story, telling it, writing it, putting it into words, whatever it is. And I started my career in PR, and fortunately that translated over to the marketing and branding space. I'm very, very lucky to work in the world of cars. There's almost, in my opinion, nothing better to market than a car.
Why?
Brings so much emotion out of people. I mean, think about any product in your life that you name. Do you name anything? You don't name your toothpaste?
My golf clubs.
Okay.
I know, I'm kidding. But that's really the only thing, and that's very appropriate to the setting. So.
Yeah, but people name their cars. They give it a pronoun. They call it a he or a she. They really love it. They sing about it in songs. We're the most sung about brand. Yes, we've done the research.
Wow.
I mean, it's just, it evokes an incredible amount of emotion and passion, so there's nothing better to market.
Cars and then golf.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Golf is there too.
Golf is very, very much there too.
And did you hear about our new brand ambassador?
I did.
So we have just signed Ludvig Aberg.
Ah. So do you have, I was going to say, do you have a favorite for the Masters tournament?
Obviously, I'll be rooting for Aberg. And because, again, I'm a Texas girl, I'll be rooting for Spieth, of course, as well. Scheffler. Love the Texans, of course. But, of course, you know, Ludvig had such a good tournament last year. So I'm very encouraged by what he'll do here.
What is it about him that you think matches with the Mercedes brand so much?
He has an incredible amount of likability, humility, but he's such an amazing athlete. He's disciplined, he's focused. I loved watching him on Full Swing, of course, when I think the producer asked him how he felt about being at Augusta National. Are you intimidated? And he said, no, I just got to play the best that I can play. And I just love that practicality.
Last thing, what is your plan as you get ready to then take in the Masters tournament? What's your favorite way to experience the course and the Masters?
I'm going to park that chair on the 18th and get ready for that hole. But that's my favorite way to see it. And of course, I got to walk down to the 16th, see what's going on over there as well.
Enjoy the walk.
Thank you.
And I'll be looking out for you on 18.
Okay, thank you, Kira.
Thank you for joining us, everybody.
It was a pleasure.